definitively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. This game could have a huge impact on the trajectory of both teams' seasons, as each are trying to break into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wildcats will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, woo, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball. You play zone, and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Might as well stick with him. Keeps the legs moving. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The receiver on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you stop the jet sweep if you're on defense. You get penetration up front. Yeah, they're going to try to outflank you, but they can't do anything about it if you got dudes up front winning one-on-one.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Back to pass, it's Vandergriff. He makes the catch. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. It's a draw. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this deep tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double-teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Handoff from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Hunter. Smashes through.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? To the ground to try to pick up the first. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. The give to the left side. After the filthy move, he's got... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44. They'll give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Back to throw, it's Vandergrift. Complete to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. He's looking to throw. got it in the middle. It's key. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll pull it on the read. The ball is out behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Whew. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Auburn 3, Kentucky 0.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
Yeah, and listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
The give to the tailback. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
To the air, it's Thorne. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. He'll ride his man on the option. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Slips through the line. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
2nd down coming up. From the gun, running back on the move. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
Here on third down. Wants to throw. It's Thorne. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. From the gun to give, looking for room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Second down coming up.
So after the first down run, here's second down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Burton. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on the line, it's really nice to have.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Got it! They will score! Touchdown, Tigers!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and...
And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking for a man. It's Vandergriff. He's got him in the flat. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before pick up and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. A strike downfield. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll go to the air. He's got it! And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll try to slam it in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Lexington. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like an open runway ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Scanning the field, it's Thorne. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. They'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch them off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And in that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Dropping back, it's Vandergrift. He's right on target. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the third. They'll try to get outside. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. He's got his man, makes the grab. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the 1st down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Brown. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Defenses have got to play with great eye discipline, especially when you're facing teams that will run the jet sweep. You've got to be able to locate the football extremely quickly, and defense did not do a good job of it that time.
Now on first down from the 43. They'll run it from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Vandergrift. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Toss sweep, try to get it outside to the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened. Now setting up 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to get, and the ball squirts out deep in their own end. And they grab it in the end zone.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Smashes ahead.
Yeah, when you're backed up coming out, you got to get that first down. You got to get a little bit of yards. You don't want to punt out of your own end zone. Nice job feeding the rock, handing it off, and getting a big gain.
Yeah, but conversely, David, doesn't someone on defense have to make a play? I mean, you know you have this golden opportunity now to at least get a stop, force a punt, and give your offense the ball back, maybe at midfield. Just a poor job defensively of fitting that run and making tackles.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
And offense has practiced the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You got to give it to this defense, too, because they know they've got to get off the field. They need the ball back, and they know the offense is going to run it. So getting more bodies close to the line of scrimmage and the big fellas up front winning the one-on-one battles, that's been the big key to them. Only allowing a couple yards here on these last two plays.
To throw, it's Thorne. Got his man quickly. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They're going to run it. Fakes his man out. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The quarterback takes a knee.